Hi, my name is Charlton from Enterprise.eu, and I want to talk to you today about branding. Most people seem to think that branding is just a logo. Well, it isn't. I'm here to say it isn't. I've got 30 years working with large companies, international companies, and it certainly isn't about a logo. It's more so, I think, to do about people, because people are your advocates. People are your brand. So when you're developing a brand, you've got to think outside more than just a logo. It's about the values that you have as an organisation. It's about the way you communicate internally and externally. It's about how you treat your people. It's about the environment that you work within. And it's also about how your customers perceive you. Not how you perceive yourself, it's how the outside sees you rather than the inside out. It's where most people go wrong. We advise a lot of companies, large or small, where branding seems to be a cosmetic exercise. Well, I can tell you now, it doesn't work that way. If it is treated as cosmetic, then that's how it will appear. That's how it will affect. It will be short-term. This is something, a brand is a long-term. Think of all those brands that we know out there, whether it be Coca-Cola, Shell, Dulux. They all have values attached to that brand. They have perceptions also as a user of those products or services. So those core values that essentially are your values and nobody else's values. And this brings me on to another point, which is about differentiation. Why should I choose you, your company, your services, against anybody else? You need to tell me that. I need to understand that. And you do that through your brand and your communication. So if you need, not if, but you need to differentiate yourself from your competition if you're to win the business. What's also important, if you are large again or small organisation, is the fact that you have a consistency of your message, of your values, of your marketplace, of your unique selling points, of your service or your products. So constantly building the trust within your client base, your customers, so they understand and trust the brand that you have. And that brand loyalty is so crucial. And again, take any brand out there, Cadbury's for example. The trust is in the product that's made well, it's ethically produced, it's competitive in pricing, it's enjoyable to eat. All of those things add up to a brand. It's the perception of the user. I touched on earlier on, which something that I spend a lot of time with my clients talking about, and that's about your people. Because your people are your advocates, they're the ones out there on a Saturday night or a Tuesday morning out there talking to their friends in social hours, telling them what they do, where they work, how they feel about where they work. And that is actually passed on. So if you treat your customers, if you treat your staff, your employees, your people as real people, you will have happy employees. Happy people essentially are more productive. The more productive they are, the more money you'll potentially make. So that culture of an organisation is really important. And that culture, again, is all part of the branding exercise. So, to sum up, essentially, is that a brand is more than a logo on a letterhead or a flag flying from the rooftop. It is essentially the core of essence of your business, the one that runs through not just your products, but essentially your people. And if you can buy into that, if you can invest in that, I'm sure that you will become a successful organisation.